This is the Royal Doge channel. Give yourself the life you deserve. 7% BNB rewards straight into your wallet. Earn whilst you sleep. Join us at theroyaldogetoken.com. If you want to earn some money, like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Let's see what's going on in the market today. Welcome back, Royal Doge family. As I suspected and I mentioned on Thursday's video, there was no internet signal where I was. I mean, when I say there was no internet signal, I didn't even have cell reception. I could not make or receive phone calls. I could not make or receive texts. I couldn't even come up on the chat or check the price action, which, I'll be honest, 4 days later when I came back, I'm rather glad that I didn't get to see the price action and what's happened over the last 4 days. We will get into that in this video, and we will go over some of the causes and reasons as to why the price action is doing what it's doing. But first, I want to just go through a couple of little things. If we have a look at the poker room, we are now accepting Dogecoin, which is great. Once word gets out to the Doge holders that we are accepting their coin and poker is a great game, those that aren't chicken like me will come over and play, and they will fall in love with it, and they will buy our coin and continue to play with the rest of us. So that is great. People are still playing on the tables, which is absolutely amazing. And what's even better is our calls were answered to have avatars. If you go over Degen Punks, is that how you pronounce it? DEGEN Punks, PUNKS.com. You can purchase NFT art that you can use as an avatar for your poker gaming. And bear in mind, yes, you have to pay for these, and some of them can be quite pricey. But let's face it, with what's happening with BNB today, you're going to get these at sale price anyway. And don't forget that, these will increase in price as NFTs become more popular and more mainstream. So it's not just a buy to get a cool, nerdy looking avatar on your poker room. It is an investment too, with it being an NFT art, which will be yours and yours alone. So that would be absolutely amazing. Now, if we have a quick look at the price chart, what can I say? We have dropped right back down to 0.0085. It is not the end of the earth, okay? We seem to have found the floor for now. We've found a bit of stabilization at this level. We've got a huge, huge amount of support at this level. So it would take a lot to break this. Okay, why has this happened? Well, looking through the buys and sells, we've lost a couple of whales. I don't know if... I think some of them have been partial losses where they've cashed out a huge amount of their bags and they've transferred others to other wallets. We've had some whales taking profits because, I'll be honest with you, they know what's coming. Okay, the smart money in the room over the last week knows what's going to be happening now. And what is coming right now may or may not affect us in the way that it'll affect all the other big coins. If you look at crypto as a whole over the last 24 hours, every single coin is down between 10 and 20%. Okay? Now that shit doesn't just happen. That is market price manipulation. It is designed. And these whales, just like the whales in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin, they all know one thing, and this thing has been predicted, since the 1920s. Yeah, what's happening right now in crypto has been predicted from the 1920s. But Darren, crypto wasn't around in the 1920s. You finally lost it. You've been drinking too much of that Scottish beer. Well, maybe I have. Okay, but it's all based on the Wyckoff theory. Okay, Richard D. Wyckoff. He was a chap who was well known, for market analysis and figuring out how things work in general. And he came up with the Wyckoff market cycle. Now, if you've never heard of this before, Google it. Read through all this. Read through his analysis. I will not go into it because it's a huge amount of detail. And this video will end up being an hour long, okay? But it basically, it predicts a cycle from start to finish, which is specifically designed to steal retail investors' money. Now, this has been going on since the 20s and probably long before. But, I mean, it happens in the stock market. It happens in Forex. It happens now in crypto. I've seen this happen in crypto at least 3 times on a major scale like we're seeing here. The huge bull market of 2020 was designed to make you feel so elated and positive about the future of crypto that you thought in your mind that it would never ever go down, that it would just continue to keep going up and up and up. Well, that's impossible. Okay, if you look at the RSI indicators and things like that, if you work with that on a smaller scale, on the hourly scale or even the 5-minute scale, you know when things go up and they become overbought that they have to come back down. It's called a market correction. But what we're seeing, especially today, a 10 to 20% drop is not market correction. It is market manipulation. Okay, it is the whales, it is the institutions all working together to scare the retail investor. That's 99.5% of everyone that holds crypto, to scare the retail investor out of their money. This pattern, the Wyckoff market cycle, is especially designed to create elation, to create doubt, and then to create fear, to get you to sell, sell, sell. And then the institutions, they come right back in and buy everything at a much discounted price. And you make up the difference out of your own pocket and they win. That's how the markets work. If you can chart it, you can see it. Okay, this happens. And I will put a link to this video. It's a 20-minute long video that I came across about 3 or 4 months ago. Now, he's actually done a part 2 as well, because this guy spotted this quite early on. And he basically just overviews it and goes through the whole cycle and the process of it and how it manipulates you and how it scares you out your bags and things like that. So I'll put a link into the description below, and you guys can go and watch that at your own leisure. Okay, what I want to say to you today is there is nothing wrong with Royal Doge. The price is crashing not because there's something wrong with Royal Doge. Not because the devs have done something wrong. Not because the devs are not working hard enough. Okay, I had a chat with Mr. R. Dodge Man himself today, and the plans that they've got in the future are mind-boggling. We've got new partnerships coming up. We've got extra coins coming in. We've got some very special guests coming forward. There's nothing wrong with this coin. There's nothing wrong with the devs. Okay, what we're seeing is the backlash of market manipulation within Bitcoin, within Ethereum, within Dogecoin, and it's all planned. And when people see the top 10 coins all dropping 10, 20%, they get scared. Even on these altcoins, they get scared and they take their bags with them. But everyone that sells right now, everybody that sells right now will be out of pocket. Because this is a well-established, well-practiced, well-executed market cycle. Now, there's 2 things you can do to protect yourself. If you're still holding your bags now, it's too late. Okay? Don't sell. Ideally, at the distribution top, you would want to sell your bags. That's right, at the very top there. Okay? But this coin wasn't around then. This was months ago. We are now at the accumulation bottom, or heading down towards it. We all saw the 40 to 50% drop in Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. over the month of May. Okay, that was this drop coming down from the top there. And then we had a bit of a correction back up, and now we're entering this just after the mid-cycle distribution. We're in phase E, coming down towards the accumulation bottom. If you owned coins at the distribution top and you knew about this, that's when you sell. If you own coins right now and we're down here, this is when you hold. Because the key about this is that it's a market cycle. Sometimes it can take many, many years of building to get this market cycle and to have it kick in and engage, to fleece you out of your money. If you've come into the crypto space a month or 2 months ago or 3 months ago, you were just really unfortunate that you came in on this downward leg. But you don't lose your money if you don't sell. If you put $1,000 into our Doge a month ago at its highest high, maybe 2 weeks ago, at its highest high, and now you're down to what, $300 or something, you haven't lost a penny. You don't realize your losses until you sell your tokens. If you keep hold of them right now, wait for this market cycle to end and wait for a new bull market to kick in, because it will. If you watch that video that I'm going to put in the link in the description, you will see that this Wyckoff market cycle has happened at least 3 times within Bitcoin's history. Alright? Don't be a sheep. If a whale drops some bags, it's for a reason. Don't follow him. Alright? He's trying to scare you out of your bags so he can buy them back at a much cheaper price later on. Out of respect for the project, out of my sheer faith that this project is going to be absolutely epic, I haven't sold a single Doge. And I'm just waiting for the bottom to kick in. And then I'll be loading up my bags. And I'll be watching for the whales coming back in. I'll be watching for the institutional money coming in on Bitcoin. And I'll be loading up on our Doge as well as a few other coins that I've got. So seriously, guys, think about it. They want you to play with emotion. That's what this is all about. It's an emotion time bomb designed to scare you, designed to manipulate you out of your hard-earned cash. And this only comes about every few years. After this, we will expect things to gradually build. And then, right before the next accumulation bottom, you'll see a huge parabolic increase. But that'll be years away. So educate yourself. Okay, read up about this dude and the work that he did. Watch these 2 videos. He's done a part 1 and a part 2. Educate yourself so you can understand what they're doing, because not knowing what's happening, trading with emotion, is the easiest way to lose every single penny that you invest. It's not the coin's fault. It's not the dev's fault. If you trade with emotion, it's your fault. There will be much, much happier times ahead of us. We are only just starting, and we are growing very nicely indeed. Just because we're not growing in price action doesn't mean that we're not growing. Just because we're dropping 10-20% here and there doesn't mean that the coin's going to fail. It doesn't mean that the devs are going to run away and give up and start another project. This is the best project I've seen in a very, very long time. And I am seeing this one right through to the end. My tokens will be here for the next 5 or 10 years, including any other tokens that I add to this. And don't forget, you've got in at a really good price, because when this does 100x, and it will 100x, it'll be really expensive for anyone to buy the 5,000 Doge required to get you BNB rewards. I can see a future where only the top 5% of holders actually get BNB rewards. So imagine 4 million holders all purchasing Royal Doge and only the top 5% are getting the rewards back for B&B. Imagine how much you're going to get back from that. My mind was blown when I came back after 4 days and I had enough B&B rewards if I wanted to take my family out to a nice restaurant. But I just piled them all back in. So hold strong, guys. Don't let the whales manipulate you. Don't let the institutions manipulate you. Don't let them take your money. Everybody is out to get your money. The governments. The guy on the corner of the street selling pencils for $1 each when he bought 10 from a dollar store. Everyone's out to get your money. Hold your bags, hold strong, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.